All right, check, check, check. Doing good? Doing all right? Oh, wait a How about now? Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. Okay, so now it's super, super loud. Okay, what is up? How's it going? Sorry about that, guys. I am hungover. What is up, everyone? My name is Brent. Welcome to Wicked Minis. How's everyone doing on this fine Sunday? I want to try to finish up the rest of this Servitor. I'm a freaking mess. Now we're drinking way too much last night. Oh. Yeah, so, dude, it's getting harder and harder for recovery. I can tell you that much. I am a freaking mess. It was so many shots. I was just like, oh, I was surprised I didn't get sick. I'm hungover, but I'm surprised I didn't get like sick, because that was like freaking rough. Oh, it's so rough. There was so many tequila shots. Oh, it sucks so bad. Oh. So yeah, it was like, I had to cut myself off, dude. I did like 8 or 10 shots of tequila. I'm like, I'm done. Had like 6 beers or something like that. I was like, I was cooked. Yeah, I was tuned up pretty good. Now I'm like, enough. I had the wife take my son home. I just crashed at his house because I was like, I didn't feel like coming back to go pick up my vehicle and stuff. So I was like, I'm just gonna crash here. My buddy was drinking so much he got sick. He was all sick last night. But it seemed like he had a good birthday, so that was a good thing. All right, hold on a second. Trying to grab my toast real quick. Everything's just a scramble. Everything was so busy today. All right, sorry about that. All right, got a little bit of some little buttery sourdough toast here. I need something, guys. I'm dying a little bit at a time. Just a little bit at a time. All right, we gotta finish up the Servitor. It's not horribly bad, but we're almost there. And then he'll go on this base, and I have to redo the lighting. But this is where he'll be. And then this one will sit on this other side here. Another cool looking piece. Okay, let's flip this around. A bits of blue. Graphite gray. Like, May's always been like a really busy, popular freaking drinking month. June's gonna be pretty bad too. We only got like one heavy drinking day in June. Okay. So yeah, so Bissell graphite. We got Arctic blue. Yeah, they say Arctic blue, but it's kind of gray, and then we just got regular good old white. So I'm gonna take that abyssal blue and the graphite gray. We're gonna mix those two together. Oh. Clean a brush. Take the graphite gray and the Arctic blue. Mix those two together. Oh. It's blowing up over $200,000 in Legos that was stolen from a family. Oh, hold on. Story that's blowing up over $200,000 in Legos that was stolen from a family. Holy smokes. That's a lot of Legos. Like how would you steal like $200,000 worth of Legos? That's like a whole basement full of Legos. I know like some Legos are have some value to them. Like a lot of them have like this value to Legos. Like I've seen like buyouts and stuff like that. Like people go up and they bought like $120,000 worth of, you know, Legos from a person or whatever. But it's crazy. Seemed like that would be like so much happening right there that it'd be like, what are you guys doing? Oh, really? So, like, the police were involved in it too? I heard that. Okay, yeah, do that. That's that's nutty. Never thought in a million years that Legos would be worth anything. $200,000 worth of Legos just get stolen with the help of the police department. That's awesome. Holy crap, it's an hour and 25.
Collecting what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever. It's And then the entire thing got stolen. And the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire thing up. But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian, well, he reached out to me because he has no...
That's insane. I have to watch it afterwards. I know it was like an hour and a half long. That's nutty. Just literally just going in and just wiping you out. Normally, if like the police are getting involved with this and being like, they're just kind of keeping it quiet and hushing it over, makes you think that it's not really one of the police officers, but maybe one of the police officers like kids or something. And then the kids are stealing all this stuff, and then the police are covering it up. Oh my goodness. It's much larger than that? Oh my gosh. No, I gotta watch it then. No, I'll watch it after I'm done with this. I'll watch it while I make dinner. So we got our D&D thingy. I got my D&D thingy tonight, so. I was just watching a like preview for like new movies coming out. Like little trailers. And then you know that guy that's that plays like Saul and Breaking Bad and like Better Call Saul, his own TV show. And then he was playing, and then he played those two movies of is it Nobody? Nobody and Nobody 2? Is it Nobody like that? I can't remember now. Anyway, there's a movie with that actor in it, and he's like a new sheriff that transferred to this like in the Boondocks town or whatever, and it's like a very prosperous town, but there's not much that's happening there. And he has like this huge arsenal in the police department and stuff like that, and he's just like, man, you guys are like stacked. They're like, oh yeah, we like raised $15 million, and they're like, what the hell have you been doing? And it's like the whole community like gets together. I don't know, it's like some sort of robbery. It was like something was happening in there, and like the whole town's like trying to kill him and stuff. It's like pretty nutty. Pretty nutty. Sounds just like this. It sounds just like what you were just bringing up here. I can't remember what the heck. It was like welcome, and maybe the movie is called Nobody, and they're like welcome to the town of something. Like I thought it was something like that. Let's see here. I know it's that actor, Bob Odenkirk, and he has a new movie. Oh, Normal. That's what it is. Welcome to Town of Normal. It's just crazy. Like I don't. Substitute sheriff assigned to the quiet Midwestern town of Normal. Seeking a temporary escape from a personal and professional turmoil. Said it finds himself drawn into a crisis where a botched bank robbery exposes a dangerous secret beneath the town's calm exterior. And then the tensions escalate. And boy, do they escalate. He is forced to confront his troubled past and then true nature, blah, blah, blah. And the community has been tasked with protecting it. And then they're all like, oh, yeah. So yeah, I think it's a new movie that just came out or something like that. So the town's trying to protect whatever the hell they're doing, and then he uncovers it or whatever, and then like the whole town's like trying to kill him or whatnot. It's like super funny, super funny. All right, guys, I got a little bit of something in me that makes it nice. All right, then we're gonna start working on this thing. I want to watch the new Mario movie, but I have to wait. Yeah, so that's the town of Normal, or just it's called just Normal. And then but then he plays in the Nobody 1 and 2, and those are freaking fantastic also. I would have never thought of him being like this like super badass, but it's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so freaking hungover. See, now my buddy got sick and he was like pukey sick, and I bet he feels like 1,000 times better than I do right now. It's probably just better to get all the poison out of you. Like, pukiness sucks, but it's probably better for you in the morning. I'm just feeling like. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, goodness grief. That came out of nowhere, guys. It came out of nowhere. Nice. What's up, Turgeon? Boom, boo, boom, doom. Way better just to throw up when drunk than the next one. Exactly, man. I wish I just did. I was drinking way too much. Like, I am just like, oh. Like, what did I do to myself? Yeah, I had like a million things to do. So like I woke up. The hangover didn't really hit me just yet. Lazy Sunday? Oh man, I wish. You're having a lazy Sunday? That's awesome. I wish I had a lazy Sunday. I like woke up like early, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I might still probably be I'm probably still maybe still buzzed, I guess. Cause I'm like, I didn't feel bad when I woke up this morning. So then I was like, okay, I'm leaving my buddy's house, going to my house, and I was like, shit, you know, before the hangover hits me, I'm just gonna go to the grocery store real quick. I mean, I smell like a campfire. Like, it's terrible, because we were sitting around a fire pit, like, all night. The drink is super heavy, and then, like, so the next morning, like, I smell like a campfire. I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna go in there and get grocery shopping done. Started going in there and getting all my grocery shopping over hits. And then get home, I put that there. I checked my emails and stuff, which is awesome because I sold another miniature on eBay. It was like nice. So I had to get that all packaged up. I packaged up Rosie's miniature she won last month in April, so that one shipped off. The eBay miniature shipped off. I had to return some crap, so I did all that, and then the hangover started hitting. I was like, oh, okay, I can't go anywhere no more. I'm like, I feel like trash. Yeah, watch one more episode of Game of Thrones and then you gotta do chores before D&D. Yeah, I know. I agree with you on that too. I just did some laundry. That's what happened when I came home when the hangover hit. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna finish up my laundry because I didn't do it yesterday. So my last load's in the dryer. I just gotta make sure not to forget it. Then I had to marinate the steelhead trout because that's what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. Actually, technically, right when I get off of this stream, because we're only streaming until 3 my time, and then it'll be D&D sessions. Now, belly, it sucks when I have to do, like, I do everything, so anytime that I go and do something as stupid as this, like drinking really heavily, turns into a scramble to get things done. Are you watching the series? And man, I hate everyone. Are you just watching the original Game of Thrones? Or are you watching House of Dragons? 'Cause that one kind of irritates me a bit. Because I'm like, Game of Thrones was all kind of like mysterious at the very beginning of like, oh, this like, you're behind on the House of Dragons. So like, yeah, the Game of Thrones ones, like that was pretty good, like all the way through. Yeah, and the only character I liked out of all of it is Sean Bean's character out of Game of Thrones. Like, I really didn't particularly care for most of the character, like, and they killed Sean Bean off so early in the season. Like, I freaking love, Ned Stark. I love that. I loved him. I always loved his character. I loved all of his characters. That every character he's ever played, I loved every one of them. I loved it when he was 006 and the 007 movie with Pierce Brosnan, and he was the other agent in GoldenEye. Freaking loved it. Loved it. Love him in what's the video game? Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Love him. Love him. Such a tiny little part in there. I'm like, he makes the movie great. Love Sean Bean. Love Sean Bean. I love Sean Bean's characters. I love him as Boromir in Lord of the Rings. I'm like, come on. Come on. Like, he just goes down. He just goes down, baby. Blowing that horn. Blowing that horn. Blowing that horn. Getting thumped with all those arrows. You're just like, dang it. Can you just stay alive through any movie? And then... Let's kill Sean Bean when they want to kill the character off. They always kill him. Like, I don't know why he doesn't stay long term. Like, I always loved all his characters, and I love his acting too. And they're always killing him in every movie. I don't think I've ever seen him play like a heroic anything. Like, he's a hero, but he just dies. Like, he's never like the protagonist throughout the whole series or movie. He's always killed off all the time. Oh, dude, if you couldn't tear up when Boromir got killed, you're just like, he was great. He was great. God, he was great. It was a great performance and everything. I like when they talk about it. I like when they talk about the Lord of the Rings too, because right when they did the Fellowship, like Sean Bean came way late in the Lord of the Rings. Like, he was hired like he was hired, but then like something was like botched up on him getting over there, and then when they started filming, and then when they're all around in the council of Rivendell or whatever they're at, and that was first appearance of Boromir showing up, and he's talking about the ring, and he had his leg crossed, and they said that he actually had his script on his knee because they changed his whole entire script of what he was supposed to say. So he literally had the script brand new on his knee, and they actually just did the whole scene, and he was just reading it off of his lap. So when he has it where he's always like, because he's like this all the time, so when you see him in the council, I think he had his leg crossed over, and then he had his hand like this and stuff, so he's looking and reading the thing, and then when it's his turn, he was reading that and then doing the whole thing, and they did it all in one shot. He's a pro. He can go into a movie set with no script and still do it. Like he's a freaking pro, dude. He can come to any movie set and just like with no script, and he can still kill it. Oh my gosh. Then what was else? Oh yeah, and then like House of Dragons, like the first season was like pretty good. The second season, I was just dying through that thing. It was just, no offense to anybody who likes the House of Dragons, but that was so boring. Oh my gosh, it was just a snooze fest during the second season. I guess the third season will be really good. But that whole second season of this whole procrastinating nonsense, it's kind of driving me nuts a little bit. They're like, let's get them. Hold on, let me talk to them first. Oh, let me talk to them first. Okay, that's it. We're gonna do it. No, let's go talk about it again. I'm like, oh, I can't. I'm like, you guys gotta make up your minds, guys. Of season 1, last episode. Okay. Like, that's, like, good. Like, I didn't mind the first season because it had, like, all the great buildup of characters and everything else, and then what happens and all that kind of stuff. And then the second season was just like, hey, let's all sit on our hands while things are, like, somewhat happening. It was such a bore fest. I couldn't take it. I was like, oh, my God. It was really bad. I had a hard time grinding through that one. So that was a grind for me on the second season of House of Dragons. I guess the third one's coming out here pretty soon. Oh shoot, did that wrong. Let me go this way. My bad. Ugh. Yeah, like Dexter, I gave up on Dexter. I didn't watch any Dexter. I've watched no Dexter at all. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I'll fire it up because it got like the newer seasons of the Dexter. And I just like, it's too many seasons. It's so far ahead. It's good till up to season 4, and then it's just meh. And I was like, I was good. I would start it, and I was like, you're on season 5 and you hate it. Yeah. See, I was gonna start it, and it's like 8 seasons, and I was like, I don't think I could binge watch all that. So I'm good. I'll just miss out. This is some shows, I just have to miss out on. I just have to. John Lithgow is your top 5 favorites. It's like I just crush hard on him. That's funny. For some reason, this white's not as bright as my white, so we're gonna get the white. Let's get that. He's beautiful. I can't help it. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I gotta do drawers, but Game of Thrones. Yeah, I feel ya. I know. Yeah, because now I'm like behind on the Marvel stuff. I need to watch the second season of Daredevil because that's always been good in my opinion, is the Daredevil series. And I gotta watch the Punisher with John Bernthal because he's absolutely awesome too. So I gotta get back onto Disney Plus, but I'm trying to finish up my Paramount stuff. So I'm trying to finish up like Landman, and we're close to being done with Landman. I finished up the third season of Yellow Jackets, and that's like meh. Yeah, except for the new Mando movie. Yeah, I'm all caught up on Star Wars. Like Star Wars, I'm all caught up, and then Marvel, I'm behind on just those. I have everything else up to that point so far. Just the Daredevil and the Punisher series, which I really want to watch the Punisher series because I'm like, John Bernthal is just like the best Punisher. It's so good. And I like how they tell his story too. I like how his story's told that way. So, anyways, be kind of cool. Really? It was a movie? It's not a series? Oh, man. Does it cameo Spider-Man in that? TV special, not a movie. Oh, okay, it's a TV special, it's not a movie, and yes, it's only that. Ugh. Because I'm wondering if they're going to start adding him into the Spider-Man series. He just needs his own series though. I don't know what's behind the moment of Punisher. It's like an OVA. Okay. So hopefully it gives me something. Maybe like maybe they're testing the waters to see if how many people are gonna watch Punisher, and if it's gonna be worth doing a TV series with them. Which I don't know why not. I mean, on the Netflix thing, I mean, it was Punisher and Daredevil. All the other ones kind of relatively failed. Except for I did like the first season of Jessica Jones. Now the second season, not so much, but that first season of Jessica Jones was just spectacular, and I liked that British actor who was the villain in that one. It was perfect. He was a great villain. Just that terror, that's inside of her, so scared of him and his whole being. He was just such a good villain. OVAs, those are like the ends of like animes. So that's like, I don't even know what the heck the OVA even stands for. Like what it is it's an episode that doesn't go along with the main TV series. Like something that didn't go along with the story of a whole main season. And then they would take it where it's in part of that season, it's a branch off of what the heck is going on there. Just kind of like a filler episode, really. That's what the OVAs are. Extend the story, but aren't story arc. Yeah, so not part of the story arc that goes from the beginning and end of a TV series. It's just another one that happens during the time of the beginning to end of one season, and then something happens right there. Or sometimes it's a little bit of a nudge on what's going to happen into the next season. They'll give you a couple little ones that are tied after it or before the season or somewhere in between where the character was going from one place to another but didn't really tell you the story behind that travels from this area to this area, and it gives you an OVA. So it's not really tied to the main story. Yeah, I can't remember what. I was so mad. I was like, what was the anime that came out? And then it was like, oh, here's season 2. And it was like 4 OVAs. And I was just extremely pissed. I'm like, that's not a season. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was like a setup for what's going to be coming. Okay. Yeah, because that's normally a good way to put an OVA. But yeah, super excited if they do that. Then there's all those like rumors circulating like Jessica Jones is gonna possibly come back, but I'm like, you guys are gonna like the people telling the story, you better tell a better story, because that first villain was the best villain. And then you killed his ass off, so that wasn't cool. Because he was a great villain. That was just a great story in general. Oh, well, still got like Mortal Kombat 2 that I would like to go and watch. The new Street Fighter would be really cool whenever that decides to come out. I need to watch the new He-Man. I guess that Voltron got postponed. I would love to see Voltron. The hell is gonna go on there? Don't know. Yeah. Mortal Kombat was good, yes. Mortal Kombat was good. And I can't wait for Mortal Kombat 2. I gotta finish up the season of The Boys. I think that's the final season, but the best thing that I love about The Boys. Oh, is 2 out already? Okay, because I love to see Mortal Kombat 2. I need to finish up the last season of The Boys. I freaking love The Boys. And I'm so happy that they're gonna do a prequel to The Boys. So all the old heroes in like the 40s or whatever they're gonna do, they're gonna go like back in time, like the starting of Vought. And I'm just like, that is gonna be just epic. Cause I do, even though that I didn't really care for Supernatural, but I do like that actor a lot, especially when he started coming into The Boys playing Homelander's dad or whatever. And he's great. Like, he's great. I was in there like, he is great. I love how he's just this piece of trash, dude. I'm just like, this is so good. Never expected him to be like that, but he's just like that. He's like rough, rugged. Every Canadian woman's dream right there. I don't even know what the hell his name is. He's a good looking guy too. Oh, at least that soda did a little something for me. Kind of picked me up like a little bit of a step. Now it's just hammering water. All day hammering water. I'm gonna be excited about freaking. Oh, there were a few things that I saw too. Okay, so you have the new Street Fighter that's gonna be coming out sometime this year. Which I love Street Fighter anyways. I love Street Fighter with freaking Jean-Claude Van Damme, man. I love Street Fighter. Like, I like how they're remaking these things. And then I like how they make He-Man, which, like, the old He-Man with Duff Lundgren. That was kind of cool, too. Like, Street Fighter probably be a really good storytelling. Now, at least they're not, like, just trying to make a silly story out of it like the old ones were. Because, like, Dolph Lundgren's, like, Punisher was, like, mediocre at best. And then, like, his He-Man was, like, I can't wait to watch the new He-Man. And then the Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme was just kind of like a... They made it too, like... almost kind of comedy kind of thing like that. And then, like, same thing with, like, Mortal Kombat. Even, like, the 95 Mortal Kombat and stuff was kind of... You know... It was okay. But then when, like, the new Mortal Kombat came out, it's like, it's really giving you, like, in-depth storytelling of Mortal Kombat in that world of Mortal Kombat. With Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the first one, and then now the second one, you're gonna have Carl Urban, which he's freaking awesome in anything that he almost plays at. I don't think there's a bad Carl Urban movie or show that he's in that's just utter trash. I haven't been one. And then yeah, so the new Mortal Kombat, I bet is gonna be really freaking good. Oh, okay, so you saw Mortal Kombat 2? Okay, yeah, I'd imagine that you're gonna be a good Johnny Cage. I'm like, all right, they got a good Johnny Cage this time. Just exciting stuff. Just exciting stuff. Oh, and then I guess the dude from Street Fighter who's gonna be playing Ken. Now, it was said that they're done with productions on the prequel of the Rambo. And that guy who plays Ken in Street Fighter is going to be playing John Rambo. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. 'Cause he still has he has that big square jaw looking thing like freaking Stallone has and stuff. So he's going to be playing the younger version of Rambo. I'm like, all right. All right, I'm down for this. We're close, guys. I'm almost done with these things. I'm done with all this non-metallic metal stuff. All right, let's finish this back piece here. Definitely excited about some stuff coming out for sure. Mamma mia. Do 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 do. All right. We're getting there, guys. Starting to look a little bit more solid on this. Okay. He has some stuff that's all over his face, so let's get that one going there. And we probably have to do his shoes. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. There's just so little on these guys. It's just a bunch of little tiny stuff. You know, these little tiny kind of edge highlights. Just so you can get the point across. Perfect. Okay, and then a little bit of red. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Of course, my music stops. Okay. Okay. Now we just gotta do his little feet, his little feetsies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoopsies. white. We're just gonna edge it. No sad nomad, what's up? How's it going? How are you doing? No bad fixing a broken whirlwind I picked up from eBay. They can happen. Yep, that happens to me quite often. Fixing stuff from eBay shippings. I try my best too. So far across my fingers, everything's been doing well when I ship products out, but you know, knocking on some wood here. Okay. We need a little bit of black. Okay, so yeah, just missing some pieces. Just gotta print some stuff out. It's not bad. It's not bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, not for 50 bucks. Heck no. Oh, is the shipping that got you? Or was it an international dealio? For me, before indirect fire is pretty much rendered obsolete in the upcoming 12th edition. Yeah. GW has partnered with BCP and Tabletop Tactics, and I'm hearing rumors that Love It will have a new app with all of it integrated into it. That'd be kind of cool. Today of our game workshop tournament, I'm pretty sure we will have a Love It at the tourney. You think so? Only like a 2-day preparation on getting a tourney going? Tournament starts on the 19th, but then you get the new box on the 20th, right? Like actually accessible. I don't know if it'll do that. Yeah, that like feels like, that's what I think too, Ghost Hawks. It feels like maybe it is the last tournament of 10th. Well, how do you get all the new rules and everything else to play 11th edition when you guys don't get the box with the rules in it? Oh, just running it off the app? Just been through it through the midway through 10th. Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy if they do it. All right, Sarah Elizabeth, you have a good one. I'll see you later. There's no official Imperial records of the 11th edition. That's funny. Yeah, because I'm like, he kept saying 12th all the time, and I'm like, yeah, well, they each did their own, I guess. That was funny. Where's all this crap all over my brush? Yeah, that's where I'm down to, is just one box is good. Because I feel like all the times that I get the, like, it's a great deal and everything when you grab like multiple boxes. But then like some issues that I had, and like questions were asked when I was trying to get my 10th edition Tyranid stuff done and like selling those things off. And then like the main question was like, does it have all the bits to it? And I'm like, no, these are the push fit ones. So I feel like, you know, having the box is great to get kickstarted and stuff, and then like having the other ones with all the extra things that you can swap out, you know, weapons or whatever on them, because the push fit are only just meant for one unit setup, which that's probably good in an aspect of putting them in your army. But then like if other ones come out with multiple kind of things to do, kind of like the speeder only be like set up for like one thing, and then maybe the speeder have different kind of weaponry that you can put on there. Because yeah, I think it would be you know, a lot of the drops, the tournaments are gonna going to want hard copies ahead of time. Ow. Well, who knows, man? Maybe they'll play 11th edition at your thing. I don't know. Yeah, like, honestly, I'm not 100% positive on that. I'm like, it's so hard because, like, 3 years ago when the 10th edition dropped, didn't it do something similar too? But I always wanted to say it was like a week or two before a GW tournament, and I could, like it was like the week before the main event, and then I can see that going into, like, 10th edition. Because I think you were playing at one of them, Rosie, when it did that. But I felt like the set came out like a week prior. So it might. Who knows? So we will say list submitted by this time, right? Yeah, my tournament is happening in Edmonton for launch. Yeah, that's like the actual box itself, right? Like you're like on the 19th, so you start on that Friday. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to find out. I find it pretty cool that like GW doing something with like tabletop tactics, and didn't you say the Art of War guys too? To do something about structuring the app a little bit better for actual tournament playing. Just won't support front line, yeah. Oh, they're having it over in Spain for the big tournament over there? The golden tickets. I wish I was a good enough player to even try to attempt for like competitive playing like that. But I would have to spend as much time playing games as I do painting miniatures. Feels like it has to be like one thing or another. I just don't think I can actually do both. Yeah, I know, hard to be. I don't know. I just like in general, I just suck at it. In scoring points, I'm always really low on the point scoring. I'm not that good at it. I really suck at this game. I would have to like just sit there, and I think my problem is just how I deploy my units. I just don't think I do them right. Well, that and then within the purpose of wanting to win. The competitiveness of wanting to win. If I was just gonna be playing for funsies, I just play regular casual games. But like competitively, you want to win. You score VPs for every unit killed, so the image army gets screwed over by giving more points to a non-2 army. It's not like that anymore. Yeah, exactly. All right. So much closer. But more of the Age of Sigmar games where scoring is progressive. Yes. Maybe even a little bit more of, 40k variables are definitely different than Age of Sigmar's. Age of Sigmar's is pretty much more straightforward. There are more complexities in the 40k one. Naming tables at the back of the army book. Humorous though. I like to actually start playing a little bit of Heresy would be what I'd like to play. The rules in that one's still more intriguing to me. All right. Very nice dusting off Horus Heresy again. Oh boy, look at how the outfit Saturnine Terminators with CC weapons. With only right hand fists are in Creator kits. Yeah, it's just But I am very like the variables that are in for Horus Heresy is just like looks just super crazy. Fun with all our OP stuff in a list with like 3,000 points. Playing it in the community, that'd be cool. That looks interesting because I remember when like, well, wasn't it during like 8th edition or whatnot? When they had all the Armageddon boxes and doing those big old like 6,000 point armies that take up like 2 6x4 tables. Like it looked nutty. All right, guys, I think we finally got this dude up on a wrap. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. All right, hold on one second. I'll be right back. I gotta go pee real bad. All right, hold on. Ugh, can't get out of here. All right, Dragoon, you're coming driving home? Nice. Playon is doing a big narrative tournament in the same hall. It's the GW Open in June. Looks super fun. Might have to skip the GW Open in 2027 and do the narrative one. The narratives, even you lose, you get XP, and it's cool. Yeah, I played a whole bunch of narrative games. I played those. I played the Age of Sigmar ones because I really like the Age of Sigmar. What's up, Tavon? Path to Glory, I think that's what they're called in the Age of Sigmar ones. Those are super fun. I always enjoyed those. You get XPs even if you lose or whatnot, just to try to build your armies up a little bit better. Alright, so we got this little dude all set. And then he's going to go in here. Perfect. And he sits right in here. Get the glue, let's get these set up, and then we just gotta do the lights. And then I actually got this thing done in kind of like record timing. It's not bad. Been dead all day. Dead day. Dead boring day. Yeah, Devon won again. He rigged the system. He rigged the system. He did, he did, he did. Let's take some fluorescent red. And let's go and take a little bit of fluorescent yellow. Have both of these. Yeah. A little bit of friggin' Yosemite Sam working there. Oh my gosh, why don't we use a bigger brush instead of doing it dumb like I'm doing right now? Oh, thank you. I'm getting there. All your adulting is done? That's good. That was fast. Right. Oh, of course I get paint all over myself. Just give that a minute to dry for the bottom half, and then airlock door is opening behind them. Airlock or outside, or does Tavon get to make up the narrative? He can make it up however he wants to do it. Now you're gonna have to get past them. You're gonna have to get past the two little servitors to get through the door going on to the other side. And we don't know where it's gonna go. Take the trash out, order pizza for dinner. Nice, nice. I'm gonna make some steelhead trout for dinner tonight. Steelhead trout with rice. I had to put it in a marinade, so it's marinating right now, and then I'll probably break from like 2:30 just to get the rice started and put the fish in there. Yeah, steelhead trout looks like salmon. They have like a pink flesh to it. It has the trout taste, like if you ever had like rainbow trout, you know, brown trout. Tilapia, salmon, or yellowtail. So yeah, it has the coloring of salmon, and yeah, it just has a more of a trout taste to it. You should have trout one day. Steelhead trout's awesome. I love it. I love it more than salmon. Yeah, that last of the Memorial Day brats. That's funny. Just occupying space until 6 p.m. Makes sense. Almost done. I can't believe I was actually able to wrap this up. I thought this was going to take me a lot longer. Perfect. Let that sit and dry. Try not to make too big of a mess of things. The curse of scrod, or scrode, like scrotum. Scrod. Cod's good too. Yeah, I like cod also. That's all your fish and chips and stuff like that. That's all cod usually. Larp craft day with friends. That's gonna be fun. Random fish dish, etc. Is scrod a type of fish too? I did not know that. You're binding books? That's awesome. I've never heard of a scrod fish, so, but wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised at all. We got like one more thing to do on this, and that's put it on a velvet. Put it on the velvet. And then sign it, and then I can get this thing packaged up and shipped off to you guys soon. Or I can hold on to this for a bit, and then if you want to send me typhus, I could do that and the other dude, and then send all three of them. So whatever you want, I don't mind whatever you want to do. Because I can send this off too. I can send it as early as tomorrow. Doesn't make a bit of difference to me. The last time I blamed the wife that she had my scissors, and it was just me not being able to see things properly. That's right here. Where am I? These things cut so nice. Perfect. arrives out to you this week. I also have free mini Age of Sigmar I got that we will send. If I could find them. There you go. Large commission check coming, so I may spoil myself with a couple things I've been holding back on. I think I beat or am one sale away from exceeding last year's numbers. Nice, congratulations, dude, that's awesome. Freaking doing good, you're doing good. Your store is the first to hit goals and we're still in top 3 in most categories for what I do. That's awesome. Very nice. Oh my gosh. I trimmed my nails and now I can't get anything to open here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now it's all velveted on the bottom. So now you can't tell if it's a wood or a resin one, you know? The Necron cockroaches, I like that. I never thought of it that way, but yes, they are the cockroaches. That's awesome. Those look cool. I like them like that. Look at this. Yeah, now they really do look like cockroaches. They went from scorpions to cockroaches like quick. It's freaking awesome looking. That's interesting, actually putting the little arm tentacles behind them like this instead of being forward like they normally are. That's interesting. That's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Really neat. All right. I just need to sign it now. Oh, that's gotta be brown. Where's my... There it is. I hate cockroaches. Me too. I don't like cockroaches. Perfect. All right, guys. Killing it. Doing good. Okay, now that one is ready to go. Okay, now we gotta figure out what the heck we're gonna do about being the kid almost. Man, this is funny. You call them cockroaches as they just don't die. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. The reanimated cockroach. Necron cockroach. All right. Now, Sanguinor. We're not gonna need this base. All right, well, maybe that's gonna work. Trying to get it out of there. Now I'm almost thinking maybe he needs to be on a backdrop. Trying to think of what I want to do. I don't know if I want to backdrop him or not. All right. Let me leave this guy right here for just a minute. I'll be right back, guys. I just want to get stuff started so dinner will be relatively ready before our dealio tonight. All right, now I got things. Oh, sorry, you messaged me on Discord? My bad. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Patiently stares out the window waiting for my pizza order. That's hilarious. See, now I'm wondering if I should. It's like this thing looks cool when it sits, but then sort of sits. I think maybe I should probably cut these pieces out. And then we have to make some new ones. We'll just cut some nice thin strips of something and then make it go down a little bit further. Because I'd like to have Sanguinor like really sitting up high. Like I want Sanguinor like up here, so on this piece here, let's back it up a touch. Yeah, they hold them up, but I think I want to make these things longer instead of how short it is right there. Because I'm like, if I have it on a base like this, I like to have Sanguinor up this high. Like, I think he'd look a lot better really high. So he goes like this. But I think I'd like him like this high. Instead of being like right on the base here, I think it would be so much better being like this high. So it does hold them up, but just not high enough. So I feel like if I cut these pieces off, extend it down, because I don't mind having this bottom piece sitting on the ground, but I want him like really high up in the air. Actually, it'd probably be better if it actually gets cut and the paper parts like go this way, like attaches like this, and then he like sits like this. And then we can kind of make it look like a kind of a cliff off. Like he's like actually floating off like a edge there, and then the bottom part here have like destroyed stuff. Like he's showing up. I think I have probably a bunch of like Tyrannid bits. We could probably put a bunch of Tyrannid bits out here. Probably extend the base out a little bit wider. So that we can have a pretty good diorama thing, and then have like chunkiness, rocky chunkiness like we did before. I think that could work. So I think like technically, if I screw it up, I screw it up, you know. I don't think we're gonna screw anything up, but how about if I do this? Like that. Take them off like that. Okay. I think that'll work. We just need a bigger thing on the bottom here. So I like to get this thing kind of relatively set up. Where did I do with all my crap? There it is. These things those are too small. These are bits that need to go in here. Looking for some cork real quick so I can. Well, actually, probably just do it like this. Yep. What am I thinking? It'll be good if it sticks out yay much. Where is a pen where I can mark things? Let's go whiter. Like that. Something like that. It's my little cutter. Like that. Flip it like this. Something like that. That. All right, like that. Now this one here, super glue melts this stuff, so we can't use a super glue. So we're gonna have to use a PVA, wherever the hell I did with that. Oh man, I left it out in the other place. Hold on a second. Be right back. I'm gonna have to get another bottle of PVA glue here and burning it up pretty good. Way too much PVA right there, but just like so. Looks good there, like that. Awesome sound. Love the sound. Since I have one more Necron to put together. Oh, you got one more of them to put together? Trying to use up all this green stuff. World stuff's old, so why not use it up? Use a little bit more. Two little balls here. Put those together. That goes over this one. There. And then I just kind of make big old worms out of them, fold them, rub them together. Oh, you guys, Sarzaraz, you got the Illuminator. God. 1 second, guys. Okay. That back, that over here, then mine. Oh, glue everywhere. don't have that much PVA leaking out of this thing. Okay. Almost done getting this part of the piece here textured, and then I can let it cure, and then when we get on Tuesday, we'll sit here and work on it a little bit more, building the structure all the way up, and then start building the structure coming out.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Time's up, guys. Okay, we'll leave it like that for a minute. So we'll leave it like that. We'll let that all dry. I'll let that all sit there and do its thing. And then we'll work more on the base down the road. But everything needs to really start drying first before I can do anything. A little bit bigger of a base for Sanguinor. And then I'd really like to have like Sanguinor really hanging out here. And then just have like partial crater will be like right here. And they'll be like, maybe I'll put some old like, what do you call the first set of Space Marines before they went Primaris? And have like little bits of like, of Blood Angels bits here and some Tyranids over here, and then have this go up like Sanguinor's coming and saving them from the devastation of Ball. So we'll make everything real red and everything. I think that'll look really good. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and bounce out so that I can start working on finishing up dinner and then seeing the rest of you guys later this evening. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap things up, guys. Congratulations to Vaughn and this awesome little piece right here. So you got the cool little servitors. I was wondering what to do with all these little old dudes. We might have to stay for a little bit longer. Demon Rich coming in with that raid. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, everyone. I'll stay for a little bit longer, actually. This will be perfect. Welcome, how's it going? Hey, how you been? Thank you so much for that raid. How was your stream? What we got? What were you up to? And anybody who doesn't know who Demon Rich is, this guy is a legend in the Warhammer world. So make sure you guys are going over there and following Demon Rich. Can I get a shout out, guys? Some Nurgle Blood Bowl dudes, huh? Right on. I was working on this little base piece for this old school Sanguinor. And it's perfect, perfect. Thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Painting up some Nurgle Blood Bowl, guys. I love Blood Bowl. I do love Blood Bowl. Well, where the heck did I do with some Blood Bowl dudes? They're somewhere around here. Anyways, so I just finished up my little cool little servitor dudes. We just finished these guys all up. Got these guys going. Twitch time to get some gaming models up. There you go. There you go. It's nice when you get some like little structures going on. Like I'm gonna dedicate this time to doing this. I appreciate it. Thank you. They're kind of tough because I remember these guys being really tough, but I think they're even harder when they're resin pieces, more so than pewter pieces. Like I think I liked them better when they were pewter, in my opinion. Like when they start going into the resin doesn't seem like it. They just don't mold right with the old resins. So, but it looks cool though. I like it. Like you gotta get past these little servitor dudes before you can get past the door to who knows where you're gonna be going, right? And then this one, what's there? And then this thing here, we're working on building up a base structure. So Sanguinor, I cut the bottom part of this off. I think we're gonna have to extend it out a little bit longer. So I was hoping to actually get this. We'll actually make some more of the Imperium toilet paper to continue on, and then maybe him coming off of a ledge a little bit. But Since we're here, let's just do it. Paul Arnold, I appreciate you coming. Appreciate the follow. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna pull a little bit more of this. Demon Ridge, appreciate the follow as well. Thank you. Purging some unclean here. Gotta like Raphael. Gotta like Raphael. Hellglazer coming in with a fall too. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So then the thing is, once I get this thing all set up for the Sanguinor, because I finished up the Servitor, guys. So the Servitors are all done. Put them off to the side. Cool little display piece for them. And then I'm going to hold them off. There, that's good. That was a winning piece for Tavon. That was a congratulations to him for that. I think I need a little bit more hardener. Trying to get this green stuff world. I have like this green stuff world max putty. I had this stuff for like years, guys. Like it's like years. So we're gonna do this. We'll build it up a little bit more. We'll do some builds before we bounce out. So I'll be bouncing out of here pretty soon. I like always molding these things up, making big giant worms. Then it kind of warms it up so it's a little bit more pliable. Because sometimes they can get a little like, you know, broken chunkiness like that instead of like an actual pull through. So just do this. And it's kind of nice because I had to try to figure out what to do with all these older models that are kind of outdated now. So it's kind of cool making like we're making 90s scenario stuff here. Well, early aught scenarios, I guess I should say. With all these old models. I wish they were all pewter though. I still don't like the resin stuff, but it's all good. We'll make it work. We'll make them work. And then this Sanguinor, when I'm working on the Sanguinor, we're actually going to do all of these in heavy body paints. So we're going to do heavy body acrylics on these. Most of the time I've been using a lot of Pro Acryl, Scale 75, some AK Interactives, stuff like that. And then this one here, we're going to be doing heavy bodies. I wish I had all the Mineworks heavy bodies. We might do a little bit of Mineworks stuff. But we'll be doing the Liquitex heavy body acrylics. It is hard work. It's tough because they're small, they're super detailed. Like that's what's great about them is that he's super detailed. But they're hard, they're small. The smaller the miniature, the harder it is to paint, in my opinion. Okay, so this. We're going to sit there and just take them up in little bowls here. And we're just going to kind of squish them in there. Put a little bit bigger balls on this one because now we're going to go up against here and then we're going to build it out like kind of a partial ledge. All right. Because I kind of want to have Sanguinor kind of floating off of this, floating off of here. Because it's Sanguinor, you know? He's just like a tiny version of Sanguinius, sort of. Sort of. I said sort of. Let's put this one right there. Might need a little bit more. Actually, we'll let that kind of just do its thing. Trying to use up all this crap. There's something else that we can do here. Grab a little bit more of this. Let's try to make this into a little ball. Grab a little bit more of this hardener. It's nasty, sticky stuff. It's just old and sweating, I guess. A little bit more. Pretty close. Yeah, so I was planning on going through kind of all my old models, since it's what happens when you've been in the game for a long time. And you get all these cool miniatures from years and years and years ago. And then all of a sudden they make new ones. Because that's how long it's been in this big old huge pile of shame of stuff that I have. And then all of a sudden you got all these old miniatures that are outdated and don't really play them anymore. Even still, with the Blood Angel army that I'm planning on working on, I'm still keeping all my old Sanguinary Guard. And just kind of changing them all out to have all their lances, just to have lances on them, or their swords, I guess. I guess they'd be swords, because they don't have lances. They have swords and axes and stuff, but I got rid of all the axes and power fists and whatnot, and we're just gonna give them all blades. I'm gonna put them up to the 40 millimeter base, which I'm just actually gonna take the old like 26s that they're on or whatever. They might be on 30s, I'm not sure. I don't think they're on 30s though. Probably 28s or something like that. And then I'm gonna put them on the 40s, like just directly right onto a 40 base, so it kind of lifts them up a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna use those for my Blood Angel army. I still like the wings though. I like the wings better than the new ones. Like the new ones are updated to the correct size, but they don't have any wings on them anymore. And I could go and get the Age of Sigmar stuff and put wings on them, but it feels like a kind of a pain. And then I have so many of them. There's like 15 of those things, you know? But yeah, so I got that one. We got old school Dante right here. He'll be another one that we'll be doing. I got old school Astrath right here. Then we have some other stuff. They'll come around. I have to just dig through all the boxes of crap that I have. Alright, I think I got this thing mixed pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna make a little bit smaller little balls. Just get those here. Something like that, that'll work. And then the rest of this thing, we're gonna take these, break them up, make them even thinner. I'm hoping I'm doing this right. We'll break it off right here. Like it's gonna go off scene. So that'd be like a crater. Just gonna have the crater go there. Actually, let's pull that off for a second. Since I got so much of this crap. Go ahead and just use it up, I guess. crap. Boy, I got stuff all over me. Something like that. Something like that. We'll work on all the details when we're... Oh, now my hands are all sticky. All right, a little bit of water. Kind of making it like a wrecked cliffside. Just kind of dip your sculpting tools in a little bit of water so it doesn't stick to you too bad. Oh no. Hold on, guys. What's wrong with you? Armand, who gives a shit? Just ignore that and just get out. Armand, I can't do anything with this fucking door locked. Wrap yourself up. Wrap yourself up. Good? Holy smokes, guys, having a freaking crazy meltdown here. Just a few more minutes, guys. Let me get all this stuff all played out, and then we're going to close up shop here in a minute. It's very top heavy, so we're going to work on this back here, trying to squeeze that up against the display piece here. Backdrop, I guess you would call it. We'll make this all like relatively red, so it looks like ball. Boles Durgits? Balls Durgits? Boles Durgits? Thank you, I appreciate that follow, man. Thank you, thank you. Kind of chiseling out little pieces to make little chunks of dirt, rock, mud, whatever in the back here. Then we're gonna kind of plateau this thing right on the top here. So we can actually smooth this off a little bit. It can still be relatively textured anyways, because we'll probably be putting basing material on top of this, but bro, I gotta go do some stuff before D&D. Absolutely, absolutely. I'll be off here in just a few minutes. I was gonna give it just a few more. I'm gonna finish up this little part here, and then try to scramble getting dinner and everything ready for D&D. Yep. I like that. So now we got kind of like a built up ledge that's going up here. Okay. Now this one here, we're just gonna press this all flat. Probably something a little bit bigger maybe. Let's see. We'll use this one. Yep. Like I said, it could be slightly textured on here too. It's gonna be a relative battlefield. And then we're gonna pinch this down to build this wall up. It's not really a wall, it's just like a crater, so we gotta make it. Oh, let's not move that out of the way. Oh. Getting attacked by glue and everything else all above. things always look like hot garbage when you're working on them. They get a little bit better. I'm just gonna kind of pick and flick. Pick and flick. Okay. Now we got it somewhat where we have a crater working here. Like a bomb went off. Some sort of action happened here. This one. Need sure it doesn't go anywhere. There you go. And we're kind of making it rough, which is fine. There we go. Now you can see that we have like this horrible texture here, and then like something hit right here and it blew up. So now we're gonna have like parts and bits and pieces of like Tyranids, some of the firstborn of the Blood Angels, because I got plenty of like bits. I got like 1,000,000 bits of stuff, so we're gonna be using that and start embedding them in here. Then it'll look more like, you know, the devastation of Baal. Perfect. Huh? All right. And then having Sanguinor, friggin' floating out here like he's gonna give you the word of the voice of Sanguinius. He's gonna be like, everybody, listen to me in my beautiful voice, my angelic being. No reason being part of the Black Rage. All right, that looks cool. I like it. And it didn't take a whole lot of time. Like, I literally we spent like maybe an hour on this. It's not, and it'll look really cool once we get it all, once everything starts drying. That'll be the goal here. Okay. All right, and then we'll have Sanguinor friggin' floating off of here. Like, wow, seems like it's a little eccentric, but it needs to be eccentric because it's Sanguinor, right? So we gotta go out of our way. All right. Awesome. Let's go ahead and wrap things up, guys. I gotta get dinner wrapped up and stuff before my D&D thingy, so let's go ahead and do that. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. We have finished off the Servitor, so congratulations, Tavon. You won this guy. I'll ship this out when we get that far. Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely, Turgeon. You have a good one as well. You take care. The Servitors came out looking really baller. I really liked it. We did like a real fast, like non-metallic metal. It's really tough when the models are extremely small there. You don't have a lot of surface coverage to make something actually work, but it works. It works out. It works out. All right, and then we worked on the base for Sanguinor. So this base is gonna look really badass as well. But other than that, guys, over here on Twitch, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. Really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the follows, the subs, the resubs, the raids. Thank you, including Demon Rich. If you guys ain't following him, please do. He is a legend in the painting community. Wonderful, beautiful pieces. Make sure you guys are following him, not just here on Twitch. Make sure you check him out on YouTube. He does have like a Patreon, I believe. I was on there for a couple months just to go through some of his stuff. He has great painting tutorials. I highly recommend him. I love all of his non-metallic metals and his realisms and his grim dark that he has on his miniatures. They're beautiful. If you guys are seeing me over here on YouTube, thank you guys, first of all, and make sure that you guys give me a like and subscribe over to my YouTube channel. I've been just doing live streams, just dual streaming here on Twitch and over on YouTube. I just don't have enough time to actually work on YouTube videos, so this is the best I can do for right at the moment. Stella, thank you so much for that follow, appreciate it. And then over on YouTube, try to shoot for that 1,000 follower or 1,000 subs over there on YouTube. So let's see here, we got exclamation bar YouTube. Shout out to all my sponsors above. You can use those commands in chat, or you can go over to my Discord. There'll be sponsor affiliate links over there. You're more than welcome to use those links and discount codes. Save on your hobby dollars, and then if you do use my links and stuff like that, it gives me a little bit of a kickback, no charge for you guys, and that helps me restock all my paints and stuff. So I do appreciate it greatly when you guys do that, so thank you guys. Let's see here, and then I got my oh yeah, we gotta make sure we have the Discord on here. There's the Discord. Come hang out with all the rest of us hobby nerds. Show your work, see what you're up to. Love seeing what everybody's working on. What else do I got? Oh, and then my eBay store, exclamation mark eBay. You can get it over here. You can get it over on my Discord. You can go on eBay and put in Wicked Minis. Pretty much everything that I paint on the stream, I just throw over my eBay store. There's like a handful of things that I'm planning on keeping for armies. I went a little too overboard in the last like 5, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years. 20 years ago, I didn't have enough money. Now that I actually have money and being irresponsible, I have too much plastic, but I still want to paint the miniatures, you know what I'm saying? And then I sell them off. So you can go and check that over on my eBay store. All the sales that go from there all come back into my stream, so it just helps support the stream, so I appreciate that, guys. What else we got? And then my socials, exclamation mark socials. I'm pretty much on everything. Instagram is probably the main one, and I'm still slacking on that one because I still got to do the Black 4 Games miniature for MHCP for the mental health charity painter raffle thing. I donate the miniature there. So I'll be making like small quick tutorials on those, and then hopefully like the full loaded tutorial over on YouTube on how I paint it, because they're big. It's a big old statuette, it's monster. So you can do like a ton of airbrush work and how you get into like full details on face and leathers and furs and this and that. We got all sorts of stuff, so I'll make sure to make all those. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. That's a wrap for me. Let me go ahead and refresh myself here on Twitch and see who we got going on here. So I know that Painty Paint Paints is working on something. And then we also got there, Bobby. You want to go to Hood Guard? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start up a raid, go over to Hood Guard. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Till then, you take care, and I'll see you guys later.
I just want one harmony. What do you mean? Harkin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm a tradies myself, but you know, I fuck with you. Wicked Minis.